850k lah, or over there.
Yeah, this used to be my 地盘 lah.
And I just love this table, but sorry, it's not included in the sale.
Yeah, you used to do
yeah.
a lot of Sengkang
For
and
10
Condo,
years, I was
right?
driving around Punggol, Sing. I remember all the block numbers. Like, you just tell me where, I know the block numbers.
Roll back the first clip. Hello there.
445B Fernview, the first home tour in Singapore.
Well, if you like what you see today, give me a call. I'll be happy to show you the place.
Jesley, talk about
Next
John
season.
and
Okay, this
Michelle. Are you
is
in this
the-
season? Is this
No,
you?
no, I have already.
Are you single or attached?
Beep. We'll talk about this in the next season. Okay, wait.
Okay.
So this this is
No, are you a
This summer,
Charmaine or are you a Michelle now? Just a simple question.
She's in between.
Oh.
She's in between
I'm in
things.
between.
Oh,
I'm in
okay,
between. Okay, wait. So this is the next. Kids,
There's some
please
rumours.
pay attention.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, this
Okay,
is the
talk about
next
this.
season. This is the next season after spring. So assuming that Jun Wei's season, right, the spring season, they have opted for the BTO or the resale, right? 5 years before that, now that it MOP, they are now at the age of 33. Right, we count backwards. It's about
Right.
like that. So usually this profile, I am in this age range. So usually this profile, right? They started out early. They probably are high school lovers. Probably worked a few years. High school or your university lovebird. Sorry, I watched too much American show. High school.
They already own a HDB lah.
Yeah, so they ballot lah for a BTO. They stayed there, they waited for 3 to 4 years for the construction cost, then construction years, then after that 5 years for the MOP, then now they are at the age of 33. So they have an option. After MOP already, should you able to upgrade to condo, they have their hands on stocks, on cryptocurrency. So this is just another egg in the basket for them to play with, because we always say like, don't put all your put all the eggs in the same basket, right? Then like, how do we diversify the entire portfolio so that they can progressively still do well in the next cycle of their life? This one it's not exactly like real case, but it's a real transactions that are happening. This is Compassville Mas. This is the newest. Okay, I stay Sengkang, so I know that
BTO,
very. Yeah, it's a BTO that was launched in 2012. The TOP was in 2017. So it took about like 4 years. 4 years to reconstruct everything. So 5 rooms at the point of time, they can secure about 500k.
Wow.
5 years down the road in year 2022, when it MOP, guess what's the price? You familiar or not, Sengkang?
700 or.
Higher than that. 800,000.
You're talking about 5 rooms
5 rooms.
Oh.
5 rooms.
800,000.
768.
Mom, don't have 七. 老板, no 七. It's 800. It's 800 and beyond. So we have a few clients that came to us after MOP, managed to sell at 800.
一直讲 landed.
Yeah, 850k lah, or over there.
Yeah, this used to be my 地盘 lah.
Yeah, you used to do a lot of
For
Sengkang and
10
Condo,
years, I was
right?
driving around Punggol, Sing. I remember all the block numbers. Like, you just tell me where, I know the block numbers.
Roll back the first clip. Hello there.
445B Fernview, the first home tour in Singapore.
Oh goodness, you
445B
remember
Fernview.
the address.
Oh my god.
Okay, then we work out the numbers. So after it MOP, let's say they sell 850. So when they first bought, it was 500k, right? The BTO 5 room. They only pay like a 10% down payment for the BTO at that point of time. So you clear out the down payment. There is the outstanding loan. After 5 years, it's only 380. You minus off the CPF that they used and over the years that they used for mortgage as well. The maximum cash proceed that they managed to get after minusing off your agency fee, legal fee, whatnot, is about 230k for cash. And the total CBF combined is 220. So even until today, a lot of clients have the same dilemma. It doesn't need to be a BTO. Like they have two names in one property. They have the option to buy one big ship, or should we break down into two smaller ships? How does it look like when it comes down to the monetary terms? Am I really making money? Because we always say big ship move faster, ma. The square feet is bigger. Like when the PSF run, the big ship should move faster. But if let's say you have what we call a twin engine strategy, I am going to break down to you today which one really, really makes sense. Okay, if we worked out because they both earn the same amount, about 7,000 per month. So if we just worked out individually, Michelle and John, maximum property price is only less than 1 million. But because they have the first stepping stone, which is their BTO or maybe a resale, they have a little bit of cash and CPF. I never even put any of their savings. We don't talk about savings here. It's purely everything is from the BTO.
Not their current cash savings or what?
Yes, correct. It's just because of the BTO that they have a little bit of cash proceeds. Okay. Then if we worked out individually, if we were to split, each person get 100 plus K of CPF and cash each person maximum can afford a $1.18 million property. This one is, of course, need to top up a bit of savings because we need to account for the 5%, 20% CPF plus the buyer stamp duty. Everything I calculate already. But you don't need to work out to $1.2 million. This is somewhere, see whether you can know or not.
Where is this?
Where is this?
This is a two-bedder.
This is a two-bedder, 700.
It looks like
This
a Balestier layout.
Okay, got bay window. So they will tell you the era already.
The hint is Pasir Ris.
Okay, so the hint is in Pasir Ris. Okay, they belong to the era whereby they got bay window. Correct. At the point of time, 750 square feet, 2 bed, 2 bath, is in 2022.
NV Residences.
No, it's closer to the newer MRT station now.
Cocoa Palms.
Correct. This is Cocoa Palm. So Cocoa Palm at the point of time in year 2022, they can get about 1 million. Like let's say like Michelle and John got that October transaction. Let's say they bought this. On average out, one person 1 million. You don't need to stretch to 1.2. So we will adopt the twin engine strategy. One is for own stay since they have no kids. Another one is for renting out. Okay, so here's the breakdown. Both of them are $1 million. They are able to pay down the 25% with the proceeds. LTV is 75%. At the point of time, interest rate was 2.5 each. That makes the monthly mortgage about $3,000. So the own stay one, of course, you all need to pay for yourself lah, because you're staying there ma. But for the renting one, 2 bed, 2 bath, they can get about 3,008. You minus off your mortgage, minus off your MCSD, minus off the non-occupier property tax, you have a bit of 油钱, petrol money, $300 to top up. Or you can I don't know what you want to do. Eat something, eat one Hai Di Lao lah. I eat 2 Hai Di Lao, okay? Then fast forward to 3 years later when you can sell after you clear the 3 years SSD period. Valuation 1.2. Just FYI, actually this is the number now.
No, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just predicting, let's say you sell at the same price as this year, assuming. The outstanding balance after you clear off every month is about 700K. So we actually have this very interesting property ROI in our website, but accessible for us only, right? For consultants only.
Yes.
So clients, if you want to know, so sorry, you all need to contact us. We will work out all the numbers for you. It's available, but through us. It's available. You can use it, but it's you have to contact us. But it's really, really very powerful because we don't have to manually calculate. And the hardest part is the manual part. Okay, so we have like a tabulation of what an accountant will usually do. We break it down into revenue, expenses, and the capital that we put. If let's say today we buy $1 million, 3 years later you sell $1.2 million, we have the breakdown for you. In terms of the rental, 3,008 that you are getting a month, plus the MCSD, plus the property tax, plus the agency fee, plus the buyer stamp duty, whether or not there's seller stamp duty. We calculate every single thing. We even break down in terms of the mortgage, the principal and the interest. Because principal is what we always call like a forced saving. Eventually, it will still go back to your bank account. It's the interest that is the real expense that you're paying to the bank to leverage on the loan. So we calculate everything, including the legal fee already. Your annual yield is about 24, close to 24%.
Wow.
Really, really high because you're renting out. Then you ask me, the one that is not renting out probably will not make any money. But you're wrong, because this particular property is performing. It has a valuation upside of about 200k. If you worked out, even though you are paying the mortgage every month, it actually still works out to about 10%. So not say you never earn, just that you earn a little bit lesser. Then if you put them side by side, so this is the twin engine strategy. If you were to sell off at $1.2 million, minus off all your outstanding loan, the CPF plus the accrued interest without any seller stamp duty, this is the total estimates now. So we actually, how much do we start off again? After selling the BTO?
450,000.
We only had about
400,000.
like 100, correct, 400 plus, because like we have.
This one is for the own stay property.
This is just one.
Okay.
This is just one only. This is just one. So total, we actually had 200 CPF, 200 cash ma.
CPF was 220, cash was 230.
Yeah, it was about 450. But this is now purely just for one whole own stay.
It's
then if you take a look at for the rental one, you can see the difference lah. So for own stay one, cash proceed is slightly lesser. Yeah, for the rental one, because you have your tenant paying for your mortgage, for MCST and stuff, the cash proceed that you're getting is much higher. And just a fun fact, I put this particular number, right, assuming that this seller never used the CPF to pay at all. That means literally, the renter cover the mortgage entirely. Never touched, because like need to pay the accrued interest ma. So I don't want to pay.
So this CPF is based on the initial down payment only?
Only,
Previous one also?
This one will need to use CPF.
Monthly CPF?
Correct.
2%? Oh, 1%?
1% only, because they staying in. So it makes sense to reduce the cash outlay.
Okay.
So by 2025, 3 years later, this is what you're looking at.
Wow.
Just a fun fact. Yeah, I can skip a bit.
This is a true case, right?
No, this is true numbers.
That looks like a happy family.
So happy.
Okay, then I give you another
no
scenario.
Stress, no wrinkles, nothing.
Then I give you another scenario. Because I have clients that ask, okay, now what if, right, we don't want to split the asset. Okay, we just want to buy one, and live happily ever after. Okay, that's a twin strategy. If let's say we were to combine John and Michelle.
It's a one big ship strategy.
Yeah, one big ship.
One big ship.
Okay, maximum property price about 1.9, but to be honest, they didn't need like 1.9 at the point of time to buy something at that region in 2022.
That point of time, 1.9 can buy a lot of things there.
Yeah, correct. You don't need to stretch all the way there.
20.
But if let's say you are looking at this, hey, come make a guess, where is this?
Wait, hold on.
Punggol.
I already say it's the estate already.
Dual key.
that.
Same okay.
Sea Horizon.
No.
No?
Yeah, you never follow me. Recently I sold with IU.
NV Residence.
No.
Got bay window, got planter.
Yeah, it's the same era. This is the pallet.
The
pallet. Okay. So now it makes sense.
How much do you sell it for?
Can announce it will be over already.
You exercise already?
Haven't yet.
Rough quantum range.
Above valuation, above 2.
Wow. Okay.
Above 2.
So 2022, how much was this?
1.67. 1.7.
2 years time, make 400,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so let's say you want to own one big ship.
Want to buy dual key already?
Yeah, I think dual
you
key.
should get dual key if you get stretched.
You can.
Yeah, you say the studio work from there. But don't come office lah. Okay, but you can rent out the other side.
If I buy dual key, I stay studio, very sad.
Or like what hotel room like
so
that.
Money,
you rent out both lah, rent out both.
You stay in the main unit lah. Then you rent out the studio.
Well, my 100 pounds.
Okay, let me continue. If let's say like this couple, they don't need like an actual 4-bedder, right? It's only the 2 of them staying, but they want to upgrade into a similar layout, as in like there is still 3 bedrooms. And then they can rent out the studio. At the point of time, 2022, this particular layout is about 1.75. Well, let's say they buy this, 1.75. Right. So, if we were to break down.
Okay, time for some advertisement. Okay. Jun Wei, share what is this?
Sorry, you have to find us. You can't get access to this.
What is this calculator called?
No, so this calculator, basically like what Jesley mentioned, we put in all the expenses line by line and help you to generate what is the bottom line. What kind of returns are you looking at in terms of percentage? What kind of NOU you're looking at? And
this is not a journey maker. This is ROI, it's the same
this
one.
is not journey maker.
Okay,
No,
sorry.
it's
I
not
thought this is a
ROI.
journey maker. Okay.
So this one gives you a very quick overview on what the projections
3, 5,
could look
10
like.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, correct.
Great.
Wait. So I didn't
okay,
need the 5 year and the 10 year. Can you just look at the 3 year will do?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so I just see the 3 years. Wait, this one
I thought it's journey maker. It's time for another advertisement.
Oh, yeah, you can talk about our journey maker.
Okay.
Okay, so
Own stay
this is
plus
the
rent out.
situation now. One of it, the main unit, they get it for own stay. Then they rent out the studio about like $2,000. Valuation at the now today 1.9. So if let's say they were to sell, the outstanding loan is about 1.22. Now the total sale. So bear in mind, this one is 2 in 1.
2 in 1.
So
yeah.
now the total sales proceed is over here. If I break it down over here like that. So you have options.
Right.
Right. Either they want to go for a twin engine, one is own stay, one is to rent out, or they buy something that still can rent out, but maybe you don't get so much in terms of the rental yield. You still get a little bit on the capital upside. So there is a difference when it comes to the capital upside because the first case was that there was 2 two-bedder, of which each of them grew by 200K. This one didn't grow by 400K.
Yeah.
Okay, this one grow by maybe like 300K plus. But assuming just for the number purposes, they both 2 properties has a total increment of 400K versus this 4-bedder also 400K increment. The payoff is still slightly different. Just now, the first case for twin engine was about 900 plus K for total cash plus CPF.
Because that one got a rental.
Correct. There was a rental component. The rental yield was strong. But this one
is
slightly...
They rent out the studio.
They rent out.
Rent
I
out.
assume that they rent out $2,000.
Right.
Yeah. So just back to Compassville Mass again.
Oh my goodness, $1 million.
Congratulations. So if you decide to stay put, like John and if you decide to stay put, John and Michelle, now you have an increment in terms of your HDB pricing still. Now you can fetch $1 million. So this is the painful part. You could have done something. So I have a lot of clients that they choose to not do anything.
Not act on it.
Because they feel like, I have already see the paper gain. Wow, it's so much. Then be like, if I stay further, right, the paper gain will be more. Correct. Then they just, okay, I don't want to move. So I'm sitting on a good property now.
Your calculation just now is based on 850,000 they exited, right?
Yes, correct.
Because now this one is like
Now already like
1 mil.
1 mil.
Okay, so there's
But this one is like top floor one.
yeah. Maybe superbly renovated as a
900K 900 plus on average about
900 plus,
100K increment.
Okay. So this one increased by 100K, but
For
just now
3
that
years.
scenario was that the total exit was 450K. It became
Now
650 to 950K.
Yeah.
Correct.
So a minimum increment of like 200 to about 500,000. But here is 100,000. So the
100,000,
opportunity cost is higher lah.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah. Great. I think that's a fantastic case study. Thanks, Jesley.
See, so happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 million.
Right. Okay. So I think this profile is one of the most common profile.
Agreed.
Right. Do you all agree? Like we get a lot of like real case studies on the ground that really is in this situation. And I also think that Persona B, the HDB upgrader family, is also the most like dilemma family. Because perhaps they have 1 to 2 children. Children are studying in some of the nearby schools. Maybe their family nucleus is here, parents or they're all nearby because maybe they want to stay near in the same estate and stuff. So there's a lot of like decisions to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can empathize that there's really a lot of considerations, preferences, schools. Then at the same time, it must be livable. They want to make sure that the next home is something that has space because maybe they've been living in a 5-room, 112 square feet. The space is great, but if they shift to like a 2 or 3 bedder, they also will like, well, how do we accommodate to this? So maybe share some like interesting alternative options, like when a HDB upgrading family, they shift from let's say a 5-room flat to a 3-bedder, let's say 958 square feet. Usually, how do they think about that to try and balance space versus like the potential appreciation?
Honestly,
What kind of methods do they use?
They always tell me like, oh, I have to sacrifice myself. Now I have to make do with such a small little condo as compared to the space that they always tell me that. But the capital outside will always just like press them down now. Like, okay, just take the money.
Right. I mean, like, I hear like both sides of the coin lah. I mean, sometimes families.
What do you hear, actually?
Okay, so a lot of families' dilemma is that first category, they will really be like super high percentage on space. So their mindset is that I need to get an EM.
Yes.
I must get an EA.
My God.
I want to go to 140 plus, 160, or I want to get a jumbo, right? And it's really about focusing on space. And I think I can understand because like maybe if they have 2-3 children, they want to visualize like their kids. Because I got 4 kids. I always like to visualize my kids running around, having fun in the
That's why the jumbo unit lah.
Yeah, that's why I own a jumbo unit. Yeah, which technically was I was there for 9 years. Like you can watch my previous episode on my regrets, all right, for owning that for too long. But I think the concept is that their visualization is that let me get an EM for maybe 1.2 million.
Okay.
I'll spend like $200,000 to renovate into really beautiful because there's a lot of okay, you look at all the reno magazine, right? EMs has the best renovation. It's like really solid one. Yeah, it's
like
solid one.
lah.
You go inside the carpentry, the wall paneling, everything is beautiful, the lighting and all that. And I can understand because really it feels good going back home to a huge apartment. But my calculation is always that I think that is a good strategy if you are in your final season of really like you have sort of like really strategized all your best earning income years already. Then your final season is that you pay off that thing. Or maybe you just take a small loan, renovate all you want.
Yeah.
But if you do that too early, it depletes your opportunity on your highest income earning year. And not just that, your age also.
Yep.
And we all always have to recognize that. I'm not saying that EMs are no good, but I'm saying that if you really have like that strategy to utilize your age, your income level to have a healthy leverage, getting into the asset class that is harder. That means condos or landed. Beef up your total valuation for a portfolio. And then after that, you move to an EM or EA. Then I think you should adopt this strategy. But if let's say your mindset is that I'm not going to move forever already, I'm very certain this EA or EM will be all the way, then I mean, that's all good lah. But of course, at any point, if you need to sell, you need to calculate that your break even is much higher. Because let's say you buy something at 1.2 million, the HDB, renovate 200,000, you add in all the interest. In future, when you need to exit, your break even could be 1.6.
And it's not just that, it's the remaining lease also. Because like EMs are usually fall between a balance lease of 60, 70 years. If let's say you're going to stay for another... Yeah, correct. So who is going to be the next audience that can accept such a balance lease?
Yeah, which is why like EA, EM, they are also like in the last 10 years very popular with like retirees.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not saying that the stairs and all that, but which is why like EA is like much more precious than EMs, right? But really think about the opportunity cost that you're thinking. Okay, maybe one thing, the other side of the coin is that I do see a lot of families, they prioritize the potential of expanding their portfolio bigger than space. So they will think about more creative solution. Like how can I use a bit of like renovation money, build more carpentry? Maybe some of the things that I don't need, I give it away, or I really get a small storage first.
Yeah, storage.
Yes.
I met clients who went into storage.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Every month.
Recently. So they moved from a landed to a 4-bedder condo.
Okay.
Not enough.
Reason for moving is because of school. Kids' school.
Right.
Right? Because landed, it's hard to find those that are within a kilometer radius and all that. So they move. But right, his storage space price, right? Because he got it back then, right?
Per month.
Now, the price has doubled already.
But like he was paying the old rate.
Correct.
How much is it?
He don't tell me.
Oh.
So we got asked.
How much is it now?
How much is your storage space? They say, I cannot say lah. The guy tell me cannot say because if I say then everybody can't find me for this price. So he got a very cheap rate for the storage and he's been renewing it every year.
Right.
At the same rate.
Then he put all his things there.
赚到. All his things go there.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, they all watch the movie, The Accountant.
No.
By Ben Affleck.
I know Ben Affleck, but I don't know The Accountant.
People
What's it
watch
about?
the show. I mean,
It's a movie. It's a movie or a TV
Netflix
series.
Netflix, I think have lah.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, he's an accountant and he's also an assassin. But he's like
Interesting.
super rich lah because he do all the dodgy stuff for all the high
Ben
net worth.
Affleck always very rich.
Okay, then
Back then.
he stay in the house, but he got this storage. But the storage inside got a mobile home.
Ooh.
He put a mobile home inside the storage space. And that one is like, he go there every day on.
You know we cannot do that here, right?
His bed and everything. He's like, no, so
You have a storage as a home.
no, you go and rent a
watch too much
storage.
movie this time.
Oh, yeah.
Go and rent a storage with aircon or whatever lah. Put all your precious stuff there, like your collection, your bicycles, your huge furniture.
Wine, everything put there. Yeah.
Okay.
Storage.
Okay. What other creative solutions like other than storage, carpentry? Or how do HDB upgraded family phantom this, like moving from a 5-room HDB to a smaller apartment? Usually, what do they think about? What is their mindset that they're willing to make this shift?
There is two types, like you mentioned. One will be they will feel like I sacrifice space. But another extreme type of people, they will think like, oh, it is really an upgrade. It's an upgrade in terms of the lifestyle, the facility, the kids gets to enjoy. It's a compound, there is a community there. So it's two very extreme different opinions.
Yeah.
Space is just, I mean, that's why number of bedrooms is important, right? Because you buy a 4-room flat, HDB also 3 bedrooms already.
Yeah.
Minimally, you upgrade, you also need a 3-bedroom. 2-bedder will not cut it.
And if you go for a 4-bedder, you might feel that there's one more bedroom to play around with.
Yes, also, but sometimes it's also, like I said, that's why layout is important, right? If you have 4 bedrooms, you can knock down 1 bedroom to turn it into a larger common area for your kids and all that, or turn it into a, I don't know, music room or something like that, piano, everything put inside there, then okay lah.
Yeah.
You know, it may work.
There will be a lot of carpentry bed solutions lah. Put things on
Murphy
the
bed.
Murphy beds and all this, huh?
Yeah.
Bunk beds.
I personally don't like Murphy bed. Like no feels,
claustrophobic.
no feels.
Okay.
That's my personal preference lah.
What
But
kind
you
of beds
remember
do you
there's the debate that we did when we
Which
were
one?
on the same team.
Oh
the
yes,
Condo
the
versus
HDB versus condo one, yeah.
Another point that HDB, that people who value space a lot, right? They will start to think about the dollar cost. Like every month what I'm paying for condo. Then they will start to press down like, oh, why condo not good? Why condo not good? Oh, I need to pay MCST. You know, I don't even drive. I don't even use the gym. I don't even use the facility. Why should I pay for that? Yeah. But people who believe in condominiums and like how well they are performing, they'll be like, oh, but you get it at the back of the day, you know?
Yeah. No, question is if you look at the potential capital appreciation, right?
Yeah.
And you divide it out by the number of days that you're staying there in that property, then you ask yourself whether that dollar amount, is it worth sacrificing a bit of space?
Yeah. And
To yourself.
I think one more concept is that people are thinking in the sense that if the capital appreciation is important, they're also thinking from the fact that when they buy into like a condo, they're not just buying that 3-bedder, 958 square feet. They're buying the lifestyle of the entire project. The time that they can spend downstairs, the pool and gym and everything, and of course, like your car park is factored into the MCST.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it really depends lah. I mean, we've seen families that really value space a lot.
Correct.
Yeah. We've seen family that has maybe like a capital appreciation approach. Yeah. So it's not easy. We can understand this particular profile is really tough at a certain point in time. But the third category is that because of all this dilemma, they chose not to do anything.
Ooh.
Yeah. They wait. That means like they put off the discussion within their family. Then by the time they're 34, then 35, 36, 37. And then it gets delayed and delayed.
All right.
Yeah. And then your TDSR weakens as well.
You get priced out.
Yeah.
That's the risk.
Yeah.
Very scary.
Great.
Yeah, I always tell my client, I'm not the one pressing you. Actually, it's your age. It's because
true,
the
it's
bank
true.
only give you loan up to 65. The moment you hit 35, right?
Yeah.
It's the bank that is pressing you, not me. So
No,
I
but
ask them to really consider.
It's also the rate of increase in prices that is scary, right? Because you look at 1.3 million to find a 3-bedder. Because I was searching for that previous profile also. What options do I have? 1.3 million, 3-bedder, OCR.
Where you go? Melville Park.
Hey, not Melville Park.
So where else?
Have but very little.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's like you need to faster snap it out that kind.
Correct.
Actually, you just look at this. When we always say that, okay, look at this slide.
Jesley? Hey.
Okay, we say that the condo price index, right, go up by about 5%.
Yes.
Okay, 2022 to 2023, 5%. Then 2023 to 2024, it seems like it's also 5%, right? Maybe we think that, 1.3 million, okay, 1.3 cannot find lah. Let's say 1.4 million. 5%, you thought that it's just like this.
Yeah.
You thought that, okay, 5% means like, okay, it's maybe like 1.47, right? But technically speaking, it's not this amount.
Yeah.
Because on the ground, what is happening is that it's not that 5%. When we look at lower quantum palatable property, like 3-4 bedders in the OCR region where there are a lot of HB upgrading families, it's like year-on-year basis, the up jump is like straight away is like 1.5, then straight away 1.6. We're talking about a digit jump. And the reason is because I think really people are really hunting for that low quantum palatable good size unit in the resale market. They just snap it off because a 3-bedder in the new launch market, you minimum need 2M upwards and you need to wait.
Minimally.
This one, you straight away can move in and then you get a palatable quantum. So I think like even for 4-bedders, it's like before that it's like 1.7, then now it's like 1.8, then it's like 1.9, then it's 2. It's like jumping up by 100,000. Like,
yeah, it's true.
And I'm not sure whether it's jumping up like every 6 months or every a year, but when we look at the inventory in the market, it's getting scary. Yeah. Of course, it will come to a stage that I think all these 3-4 bedders will be at a new level that people will start to look at 2+ study as an option.
2+ study.
Yeah, because at the point that all these 3 bedders are stamped up, maybe by
the next best available class.
Yeah, maybe like in future when we're talking is like a 3-bedder resale in Punggol Sengkang is like 1.8 million. Then people will look at 2+
I'm not
study.
surprised.
It will happen.
Yeah,
it will happen.
eventually.
It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, and this is like the inflation that's happening underneath. Yeah, so I think every year when there's a drag, which technically is like is getting a little bit unhealthy, but this is like part and parcel of the money supply inflation plus asset inflation as well, and of the very fact that we are like a city that's having limited land size and our population are still growing.
The demand
steadily.
is ever growing.
Yeah, demand is ever
growing demand.
All right, great. So I think we had a great first episode for this new season on personas, and we hope that you enjoy this session with us. And of course, thank you Jun Wei and Jesley for prepping the case studies for the individual scenarios. Yeah,
so
persona
the
A and
next
B.
Episode will be autumn and
C and D.
Who is
autumn and spring, summer, right? So you think carefully who you want to invite.
Oh my god.
We'll invite people who are really that persona.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesley.
Yes,
Persona
so
B.
I will.
Okay, thank you. Bye. See you.
Thanks.
There have been rumors.
Sound check, everybody.
Sound check. Mic check.
Oh,
Thank you.
hi, I'm here.